ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Vinland Saga. And honestly, this episode felt like a goodbye to the farm with everything that led up to this point, everything that happened, all of the amazing moments that we have had, the sad, the pain moments, especially in the last few episodes. Finally having the reunion and conversation between Thorfinn and Canute, and it was awesome what happened between them, and I'm very excited what's coming next. But this episode got me a bit emotional thinking back, and just is insane how good season 2 of Vinland Saga has been. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now it picks up straight from last episode when Canute orders Thorfinn and Einar to be surrounded, asking them, can you stop me? Yeah, that's a very good question. How are you supposed to stop somebody that has all of that power, the king, the army, the influence, everything, and even asking right after that, as ARESxGOD did back then, still showing how much influence and impact ARESxGOD has had on the characters, but not just the characters, on the world, because he has set everything into motion. Everything that we've seen right now has been very heavily influenced by ARESxGOD, which makes him one of the best characters in the series so far. But back to here, to the confrontation that we have here. Einar still being very angry at everything that was happening, and I love the moments here. Every time we have Svein, King Svein, showing up, that devil on the shoulder type of way with him, and Canute telling him, pushing him, you are not a king yet, why did you show your true emotions in front of everybody, referring to what he did last episode. Why be honest? Why? You are a shepherd, they are sheep. You should be controlling them. But even a sheep can be dangerous. It can lead other sheep, telling him to kill Thorfinn, because Thorfinn has this power. I always like in characters, be it more realistic type of series we have here with Vinland Saga, with your power fantasy or romance, whatever type of series, when you have a character that is so able to influence others, charismatic, and change other people's life, something like that can be more dangerous than somebody with a gun or somebody with whatever power, like they can blow up a building. Sure, that's powerful and very dangerous, but when you can change people, that's more dangerous sometimes here. And I loved the answer that Thorfinn gave, and everything that led up here just makes it even better when Thorfinn finally gave the answer to, can you stop me? No, I'm going to run. I'm not going to fight you. I will just run. And even acknowledging that what Canute is doing has some merit. Your paradise is good for a lot of people, even though it kind of sacrifices some of them, and this is where the ends justify the means come in here. But there's nothing I can do. I can't stop you. I can only run. And that's very true, considering his vow to not kill again and be violent, even though I'm really curious how that's going to happen, because to the future he's probably going to have to fight somebody. He already kind of fought a bit Snake, even though that wasn't an actual fight or fighting to kill. And this is what I mean, when you have even the soldier around him telling him, hey Thorfinn, just back away, you're a weird man, but I don't want to kill you, even influencing them quite a bit under the control of Canute. And this is where Canute just it's very easy to anticipate a professional or somebody that knows what they're doing. You can predict something like that. In chess, it's very easy for a bot to predict the best move. That's why it's very easy to fight somebody that they're good, an expert in a field, because they already know the best choice or the best tactic or strategy. But it's very hard to fight somebody unpredictable or somebody stupid. You can never know what they're going to do, and they just shock you and take you by surprise. And Canute here just started bursting out in laughter. And he just didn't know how to respond to that. You absolute fool, you have nothing. But he also couldn't help but be impressed at what he was witnessing, even saying, so the Vikings are capable of producing someone like you. You are a beautiful man. And that's very true, considering everything Thorfinn has been through, everything he has done, everything that has been done to him, and him making this choice, saying the words he has been saying now is just a miracle. Considering his background, his family, everything, having somebody like this is nothing short of a miracle here. And this is where they finally have a proper conversation. Even Canute kind of lowers his guard a bit, being more open to Thorfinn. Where will you go? Where will you escape war? I can't tell you. I don't want you to know yet. Or even Canute saying after that, my power will reach there. No, I will create a space or go beyond the power of the king using different methods than you. And this is where I feel like they came to an understanding, both between them, everything that happened between them, and where they're going to move forward. And Canute saying, so you will feel the whole my work can't, which is very true. Canute kind of works like on the large scale, and then you have Thorfinn wanting for also the smaller people, the ones that always get ignored, to have a place like this, because they always suffer the most. And I've seen it many times in Vinland, and we see it in real life always. It's not just about the statistics, the bigger number, the greater good and whatever. You also have to think of the smaller people, of the ones that suffer, of the ones that get sacrificed for this greater good or greater goal, however you wanna call it. And the answer that Thorfinn had there, just don't make more work for me, have better methods, basically paraphrasing a bit. And that back and forth between them was so awesome, seeing them there. And yeah, this is how Thorfinn won over Canute, and they came to an understanding. Now, will this work out into the future? I don't know, but this was beautiful, seeing it between them. And Canute leaves. Even after that, it cuts straight to Thorgil, being shocked and dumbfounded and angry that Canute left. Didn't know what was happening or what happened. Even when Canute was leaving with Wolf and the others, Floki saying, Wolf told him that Floki was the one that was disappointed at what happened. I'm really curious what Floki is going to do into the future. I feel like I can't wait for that moment when Thorfinn is going to find out what Floki actually did, because I feel like he's the one that set everything into motion. He's the reason why Thorfinn is in this position. He tipped over the first domino with wanting Thors to be killed. That's going to be interesting. But hey, season 3, 4, 5, whatever that's going to happen, I'm gonna be here for it. But now we have even Canute saying, I thought you were the only one that was fighting with me, referring to Wolf. And even Wolf liked the outcome of this. No, but now I've won more allies. Canute was actually having fun there, and even was willing to cancel the plan for the other farms, changing his methods a bit about to do his plan here. That's gonna be interesting how that is going to work out. We see a bit of it after that, what's happened with the world after the farm. He disbanded the Danish army in England, which kind of helped him a lot more than ruling through tyranny and trying to force people under his control, because even the nobility there saw that he trusted them in a way, and they agreed to make him king. And this is how he won over more people than by force or fear. Respect goes further than when you're forcing people to be under your control. Now, this was pretty much the first half of the episode, just awesome. But then we have a bit more character focused on Thorfinn and Einar. We see him recovering after the bet he did there, walking outside with the stick. And I really liked the camera, the way they showed that everything around him there. And heading towards Einar being at Arnhide's grave. And there we see Einar thinking about the people he lost, his family, cherishing everything that was there between them, but also the loss, the grief that he has suffered, spending some time there. And then you have Thorfinn joining him, and just the slowness of that moment, the impact that was there was so beautiful. And then the conversation between them, are we going, Thorfinn, to Vinland? And even both of them thinking of the moment they lost Arnheid, not being able to tell her anything. Even Thorfinn saying it perfectly, what do you say to a soul that is going to hell? Referring to leaving, when Arnheid asked, why do I leave? What's the purpose to leave? But what do you tell somebody that has suffered their entire life? And this even motivates him even more. I want a world where I can tell people to live, something to strive for, not be always afraid of losing, of close ones to them, losing their lives. Also, if a place like that doesn't exist, then I will make one. And I feel like this is the start of the journey towards the actual Vinland. Even if it's not real, I hope they're gonna be able to create it. And the bromance that we have here, the bond between them, when Thorfinn asked Einar, brother, calling him actual brother, come with me, and Einar responded, let's do it, brother. And that handshake and them doing this also for Arnheid, just beautiful. And Einar has been probably the most important character for Thorfinn in season 2. I feel like they're such great characters for each other. In season 1 we had the angry side thanks to Ashelad, and now we have the peace side, the calm side, thanks to Einar, which is kind of ironic that Einar is the one that kind of helped Thorfinn make up his mind, considering Einar's own anger issues. But yeah, this was beautiful, and they finally leave the farm there, and we see the goodbyes, the conversation between everybody that was left, Snake and Thorfinn, and they kind of hid that Thorfinn was the one that helped the farm, saying that Olmar did it, helping the king live there, Thorfinn not wanting to take credit. And this is where I'm so happy we have had Olmar, the way he started, that naive kid thinking war is cool, and the man he has become today. That episode when he chose to surrender, just beautiful. And now we see him thanking Thorfinn and telling him, I want to be like you, a real man. And Thorfinn acknowledging what Olmar did, saying it took me 15 years to stop fighting, but now I know what I must do. So Olmar has been such an awesome character, and I love him. But them saying goodbye here, thanking each other, and Snake, even Snake was touched by everything that happened when they were sailing in the distance. He finally said his real name. My name is Roald, son of Grim, and I hope at some point we're gonna get to see Snake again, or Roald, find out more about him, his background, his history, and maybe him actually helping Thorfinn with Vinland. But also we see here Kettle at some point crying in full depression there, and fuck you, Kettle, you deserve everything. I'm kind of happy and sad he didn't die. Happy as in he gets to suffer for everything that he did, but also sad because I kind of wanted him to die. So I don't know which one is better as punishment for him, but fuck Kettle. And now we have the farm recovering, Olmar kind of being the man on the farm, everybody else working to build, seeing what actual hard labor means there, and just rebuilding. Nature is healing in a way, the farm is healing. We even see Thorgil into the night. They're kind of like Batman. I don't know if we're ever gonna see Thorgil. He just goes off into the distance. At the farm again, the bickering, the joy, and even the last moment, Pater being at Arnheid's grave, finally opening his eyes, saying, I've suffered my entire life, but I'm grateful for meeting them, referring to Thorfinn and Einar and everything that happened at the farm, and a smile to end this beautiful episode, and kind of the Farmland saga ends here and new things are coming. And yeah, small preview for the last episode of the series. It seems like Thorfinn is gonna head home. That's gonna be very interesting. But yeah, overall, Farmland has been amazing. Probably one of the better stories we have ever been granted the pleasure to see in anime. I haven't read the manga, so this is just me with the anime. So yeah, I'm excited for next week, last episode, but also sad because it's going to end and I need season 3. This has been truly amazing, and we're gonna talk more about season 3 and everything that's going to come after last episode. So I'm really curious what you guys thought about the episode for this week, and also of the Farmland saga overall. Let me know in the comments below. And how do you think the Vinland journey is going to proceed forward without spoilers? So we have one more episode. Keep enjoying Vinland Saga. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot. You guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So I'm gonna see you on the next one, on the last episode. Bye bye.